Hey, what's up guys? I'm Chante'A, and today's video is going to be about why my businesses failed. More specifically, my first business that I established, why it failed. So for those of you that don't know, I mainly make a lot of videos about banking and how to move up in the company, interviews, things like that. But I am also an entrepreneur, which is why I have a YouTube, of course. I just want to give you guys some reasons why my brand specifically failed and ways that you can avoid failure for your brands, your clothing brands, whatever kind of clothing brand it may be. And this is actually one of my brands. This is one of my t-shirt brands, but I'm not talking about that today on this video, just in case you're wondering about the shirt I had on. My first company that I actually went ahead and registered with my state is RC13 Apparel. So this is a plus size clothing brand that I created with my sister in mind because she is plus size at the moment. We are losing weight. Anyways, she is plus size at the moment, and I've always wanted to, I like brands that have meaning. It's just a way for me to honor and acknowledge my sister, who is actually one of my models for RC13 Apparel, to let plus size women know that they are beautiful and that they can wear sexy outfits. Okay. So RC13 actually stands for my sister's name, which is Ranisha Chanel, and 13 is her birthday. So I did RC13 Apparel, but I'm like, y'all don't know who no Ranisha Chanel is. So also I advertised RC13 Apparel to mean Real Curves Apparel. So that's where my RC13 name came from. And of course, show my sister modeling, and also our friend, she's one of my other models, and they are just phenomenal. But that brand was started in 2020, and it is now 2023. So that is 3 years of no profits, basically. I've had a loss each year for this business. I feel like I was prepared, but then I wasn't really prepared, if you get what I'm saying. I did a lot of research. I'm definitely a research person. I love to plan ahead. So I did all of those things. I took $1,500 and I bought clothes from different vendors that I was looking up. I bought some from people overseas, and I bought some from companies that are in the US. One of the biggest ways I feel that the reason that that brand failed, because currently I'm not doing the brand right now, but I do want to revamp my brand and start it back up at a later date. Just not right now. But yeah, so 3 years and nothing to show for it, basically. And I'm gonna drop the Instagram page just so you can see like some of the things that I was posting on that page. I haven't posted on that page in a long time. The website's down, all of that, so I'm not trying to sell. I actually want to give away a lot of those clothes, so if you're interested, let me know in the comments and I can give away a lot of those clothes that I haven't sold, because I do have a lot and they are in storage. Back to the video. One of the main reasons why that brand was not successful, or it hasn't blown up as of yet in 3 years, is because of consistency. And I know you probably hear this all the time, but consistency is key. It definitely is. And I always feel if you're consistent for at least 6 months to a year of consistency and watch your brand grow. That's something that I did not do. So when I first started that brand, I wasn't working. I was doing hair. So I was working for myself. And then for the first couple of months, I was creating content for the brand. So my 2 models would get together. We would have photo shoots. I was mainly doing photos. I did a few videos. Like since then, the video marketing has definitely picked up, especially mainly because of TikTok, and then they have the YouTube shorts and so many ways to create short video content. So that has definitely picked up. But at that time, I was doing more so photography. I felt like it was going pretty good. I could have done better, but when you're just starting a business and you have limited funds, you have to use what you can use. You gotta work with what you got. You gotta work with what you got. I guess I said that right. That was one big thing. So at the beginning, I was posting, but I didn't post enough. I feel like I didn't push my brand as much as I needed to get it out there. Now, I do have about, I think 700 and something followers on my Instagram page right now, but of course I haven't posted anything probably in over a year. So that's a big thing. You have to be consistent at marketing. So that's another thing I didn't do as good as I should have. I didn't market my brand well enough. I was just starting out. I didn't have a lot of money, so I would put as much money as I could on boosting my posts to try to get people to see them, come to my page, shop, follow, all of that. And then, so the brand basically launched in July of 2020. I did it on my sister's birthday, didn't get any sales. And of course, I didn't really market or advertise my brand that it was coming soon. I did it for about a week before the brand came out. So of course, nobody knows about it. They're not going to come to your page. So you should go ahead and kind of like pre-market, if that's a word, to your audience, your target audience, so that they can subscribe and know what's coming. Give them some kind of previews. Now, from July to about November, actually, I was taking pictures. I was getting the models together. I was posting, trying to think of cute little things. I had a nice little selection of clothes, but I felt as if I didn't want to post too much of the same outfits all the time. So that's where I kind of started slacking off on. Once I realized, like, I don't have no other pictures to post. I had pictures, but I didn't have other outfits. And I felt like if I'm steady posting the same outfits, just different angles, different pictures, people gonna start unsubscribing, unfollowing me. So I was like, okay, well, I'm just not gonna post. I'm gonna do one post this week, another post the next week, another post, maybe 2 posts this week. It just wasn't working out like that. So you definitely have to have a plan on how you're going to market your brand. And don't be afraid to post the same outfit over and over. So when I revamp my website and I get more clothes and more merchandise, y'all gonna see them same outfits, them same pictures over and over in y'all face. I'm gonna put it in different angles. I'm gonna have videos. I'm gonna have all of that. So y'all gonna get sick of me. Definitely do that. I ended up going back to corporate because I kind of got tired of doing hair. And that's where I started working at the credit union in November of 2020, so that I can make more money. And in my mind, it was more money for my businesses. And that's a whole nother thing. As an entrepreneur, like, I have a lot of ideas that I think of all the time and other brands that I want to create. And so sometimes I can get kind of lost in the sauce thinking of all these ideas and want to start another brand when I need to just really focus on one brand and building that one brand. And that's something that I did not do. I focused on it for a short period of time, and then I was like, okay, on to the next brand that I have. So going forward, when I revamp, I will be taking more time to focus on one brand at a time, growing that brand, and then with the profits, and once I start flipping and turning and dipping stuff, I will move on to my next brand and try to build that one. But you have to focus on one thing, because when you're working and you have a business on the side, and I have children, it's a lot to try to be posting and trying to keep up with your business and your inventory and ordering things. It's a lot of work. It really is. So that's why they say that when you're building a brand, when you're building any kind of business, you need help. You need help. So I'm the type that likes to do everything on my own, because that's how I feel like I know when it's done right, if I do it on my own. But I'm definitely learning you can't do everything by yourself. I was trying to be the photographer, I was trying to be the makeup artist, I was trying to be the editor, and I was trying to run my social media. So all in all together, that was too much, and it is too much, really. So make sure you find some help. If you work another job and trying to grow your business on the side, make sure you get some help, somebody that can help you, because it is a lot of work. Another thing I'll say why that brand failed is because I feel like I didn't have enough money, enough capital to market and get my brand out there. So I was going to pop-up shop events, and actually that's how I sold the most clothes, at pop-up shops. So I went to different ones in my city. Some were just black pop-up shops, some were pop-up shops for the whole city. It wasn't just a black event. And I sold a lot of outfits. People like the clothes in person. So I'm like, okay, y'all like these outfits, y'all buying them, but I have like an online store, so how can I get people to my website online? I don't have a store, a brick and mortar. For me, the clothes kind of just sat there because I wasn't advertising like I wasn't posting like I should. And then I feel like I still had the same clothes a whole bunch of months. People not gonna wanna buy the same stuff. The seasons are changing, like what am I gonna do? So I just let the clothes sit there, and then I did make money during my pop-up shops. So that is how I kind of got some of that money back that I invested, but like I said, I still have merchandise. So I did feel like too, I wanted to do a lot more events, but by me working and trying to pay bills and provide for my family, because I am a single mother, I just couldn't afford to do the events like I wanted to. It was a lot of events I wanted to go to, but I couldn't afford to pay for a booth, you know? So I'm like, $250 for a booth for a few hours, and I gotta take off work. I don't have enough leave at work, so it's just a lot. That was contributed to why my brand just didn't succeed. So another big reason that my brand did not succeed and that you should be aware of is, of course, having quality vendors. So my vendors, the ones in the US actually were pretty good. They had great sizes with the outfits, but the vendors that I used that were overseas, when those outfits came, like it looked like the picture, but their sizing is definitely different. So I thought I was getting outfits from 1X all the way up to a 5X, but like the 5X was really like a 3X. So I'm like, this is not gonna work. I can't be selling these, talking about this a 5X, and then somebody who's 5X buys it and they can't fit the outfit. So I didn't push them outfits as hard. It's definitely important. Read your reviews. I read my reviews and all that, but I also feel like it's trial and error. You don't know unless you actually purchase it for yourself. As long as most of the reviews were good, I was like, okay, I can try this brand out. But if it's a whole bunch of bad reviews, do not order from those vendors, okay? Really, when I order overseas, they were manufacturers. The ones in the US were like vendors that I was getting wholesale. And then I can give y'all some links on another video. I'll make information about some wholesale vendors and some manufacturers that were good that I use for plus size clothing that you can use for your brand if you have a plus size clothing brand. Then my last tip, reason that I will tell you, is that I did not reinvest my money like I should have, is what I'll say. So when I sold clothes, I needed gas and I needed food. And I'm just keeping it real, okay? I needed gas and food. I needed like other things to survive in this life. So my plan was always, don't touch my business money. Reinvest it, get more clothes, get more product, get more merchandise, get things, tablecloths, or just get other things that I can use for the brand. But a lot of times I did have to dibble and dabble in that money, and then I wasn't able to put it back. That was another downfall of mine with my clothing brand. Failure is not an option. So everything that I did for that business, and that is why I keep saying I'm gonna start it over and revamp the business, is because I learned lessons from everything that I did with that business and ways to improve and what not to do going forward. So really, it's not a failure. It's just lessons learned that I am going to apply going forward. You should have that same mentality. I love learning, and I know there's always ways to improve. You can always take classes, workshops, or what have you to know better and do better. There are many people that have started and restarted businesses, that have left businesses in the past, but they've learned lessons from them. And all you have to do is keep going, keep trying, and eventually you will succeed. Hopefully these tips will help you on things not to do. Learn from my mistakes. I want to help you. But like I said, I will be revamping that brand, that plus size clothing brand, because that is a passion of mine, something that I want to do for the plus size women out there. I know it can succeed. I know I can learn from my mistakes and try it again. And then I do have some t-shirt brands that I've registered. I haven't really started them up yet, but I want to do them the right way. I'm only going to focus on one brand this time. So I just have to kind of get it what brand I want to focus on and grow that one brand. Like, comment, subscribe, and like I said on my next video, I'll tell you about some other things with entrepreneurship, how I've been trying out t-shirts and different types of printing on those clothing. And let me know in the comments if this video helped you. So thanks for watching, and see you on my next video.